Hi guys, it's me again with this BTC Klipper guide part 2. I think a lot of you have requested for the videos for part 2, so I'm going to make this video now. Okay, so after you created the part 1 section whereby you need to change all the configs for all the section that I mentioned here. So let's go back and recap. BTC, you already include tool 0, BTC variable. Okay, since I'm using BTC doc slide, so I have to include doc slide as well. Nudge you don't need to do first. Only when you are doing nudge, then you will include them. Bash macros, you can also include, but if you are doing only one tool, I don't think you need bash macros at the moment. So the rest all you don't need to include that out. Include that in. Okay, let's save that. Save and restart. Save first. Okay, and then we'll check BTC variables. So your travel speed, your tool change speed, you can set them up to be lower. Maybe I think somebody did try at 50 and it seems like it's still a bit too fast for them, so you can set it at 20 as well. It can be very very slow. Z-hop, all you don't need to set, or you can set if you want. This Z-hop is just that when during tool change the bit will Z-hop to this value, and the rest all we have changed. This one we don't do, we are going to do in this video all this. So that, and for Nash nothing yet. Macros, this you don't need this actually. I don't think this file is inside BTC anymore, so this one you can delete them out. BTC LEDs, yes. Oh, this one no, sorry, this is you don't need to change anything. These are all the macros for BTC LEDs. These BTC extras is a sample. These are just sample for you to follow to set up in your print start. So these are later when you're going to do printing, and that's all that you need to change. Okay, for variables, remember that you are having only one tool, so you set it to 0 only. So now I can save and restart. So now once you have restart everything, as you can see right now, I'm using doc slide, and the tool is currently at the carriage. So we're going to configure the location for the dock for tool 0. So this is tool 0 location, so it will be 0 1 2 3 4. So if you don't have any other tools, we're going to do for the first tool first, T0. Then when you add in some other tools, it's the same procedure as well actually. So the first thing to check is you're gonna go to your console and you're gonna check your sense pins, your dock sense and carriage sense. So let me copy them up here, and I'm going to paste them here. So you type in this command, query button equals carriage sense underscore T0. So this, if your tool is at the carriage, just like mine, the tool is at the carriage, it will indicate release. So let's send it out. So T0 is release. That means correct, your sense is working. So let's remove this from the carriage. Let's put it down here just to test. And if you enter the command again down here, it will show as press. So this is correct. This goes to show that your carriage sense is working correctly. Okay, so that's the first thing that you check to know that your sense are working correctly. So when you put the tools back on the carriage and you type again, it will show release. Okay, the second thing that you must test is put it on the dock. So you put this thing manually on your dock. Now you check carriage sense, but instead of carriage, you type in dock. So query button equals to dock sense T0. Since the dock is now at the tool is now at the dock, it must indicate as release. So it's correct, indicated as release. So if you remove it from the dock manually, let's put it back at the carriage. So now it's not at the dock. When you key in again, it must indicate as press. Yes, so your dock sense and your carriage sense, the switch are working correctly. So that is the most important thing, because BTC will check for this sense when doing any tool change, because if one of them are wrong, giving out a wrong response, then it will pause, right? So after you do the checking of the sense, next is just to home your printer. So for homing, you will need to do a homing override, whereby you need to home the Y first, then the X, because of the switch position. If you have the switch whereby you can home the X first and then home the Y, then it's not a problem. But for us is we home Y first and then we home X. So for clicky probe which I'm using, you can just go to clicky variables, down here clicky variables, and you can just change it here to Y. Under variable override homing, set it to Y, so it will home Y first. But if you have any other printers other than clicky, if you have any other probes other than clicky, let's say for example a beacon or a cartographer, or you have any other probes, eddy, you have to set the homing override in your printer config as well. You can refer to the probe manual itself how to set the homing override. You can set it to the home Y first instead of X. Okay, so now after you have everything set up, check properly, all the sense is working properly. What you need to do next is just to home your printer. You can home all, or you can just home XY, because we just need the movement of the tool head. We don't need any Z movement, we just need the movement of the tool head. So for me right now, I'm going to home all first. So let's go and home everything first. So since I'm having dock slide, it will behave this way. If you don't have dock slide, your printer will behave differently, because you won't have to home the dock slide anything. It will just home normally. And if your tools are in the front, this is how you get the coordinates, is moving towards the front. If your tool is at the back, how I get it is moving the tool head to the back. So it depends on how you have your docks and the tool set up. Okay, so right now I have do the home all. So now it's in the home position. All right, so everything is home. The axis, the X and Y axis are home, even the Z, because I've done the Z homing as well. So let's say now let's take it that you are not using dock slide. So we are going to bring dock slide down to the deploy position, which is the position of the tool head, just like how if you don't have dock slide. Okay, so for me, I'm going to go to this dock slide macro button here and put dock slide deploy. So this is the position whereby the tools are aligned with the carriage. So for in your case, if you have a fixed tool, a fixed dock, you don't use dock slide, fixed dock, this will be your position whether in the front or in the back. So it doesn't matter, you just need to swap the coordinates around if you have your tools at the back. Okay, this is just to show you how to get the position of the tools for tool change. So right now, let's say you have already done your homing and you have your tools ready, either in the front or in the back. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to manually cycle your carriage, jog dial or carriage using the clipper buttons to get it as close as possible to the tools here without touching. So let's say right now we're going to just move the Y in 10. So for me, I'm going to move it forward because my tools are in the front. If for you, you're going to move it backward if you have the tools at the back. So I'm going to move it forward and just check that the tools are clearing the tools on the dock. The carriage is cleared by the tools on the dock. So yep, it can be further up some more. Okay, so let's say this is the position that this is the position that this tool is cleared from the tools on the dock. So this is the position, this is the approach position in Y. So this will be set up as a global position, whereby every tool change, it will move to this position first. So once you done this, what you need to do is you go to your coordinates here in Klipper and check the Y position, which is 110. So since it's 110, you go to your BTC variables here, and for the tool approach location Y here, you set it to 110. Mine is at 100, so let's say I move mine closer to 100 down here. Let's move my Y to 100. Okay, so this is my Y location 100, whereby the tool just clear the tools on the dock here, as you can see. So this is the safe Y for me, so that I can move the carriage left and right without hitting the dock, the tool on the dock. So my position is 100. So if you have the position at 100 down here, so you go to your BTC variables and you key in your variable tool approach location Y as 100. So you key in here 100 and you save. Do not save and restart first, just save, because we will still need to do some other movement. So you just save it here, down here you save, and then you close. So next, so that is done, one part is done. That is the first step. Next, you're going to cycle your carriage in X till it reach the dock down here. So the dowels on the tool just cleared this dock about 1 mm from the position of the dock down here. So let's move it in tens, make it faster. Let me check my position. What is my position? 16. Okay, so you move it in 10 some more. Okay, so it's difficult for you to gauge how far this dowel pin here is from the dock. So you can move the carriage further up in your Y. You can move your carriage closer in your Y. So let's move it closer. Oh, it's still too far that you cannot gauge. You can move it closer still. Okay, from here you can gauge that it's about 1 mm clear from the dock. You can still move it closer slowly. You can move it closer slowly until you can see that it's cleared about 1 mm. Okay, so you can see that it's about 1 mm clear from your dock, so it won't be hitting the dock when you move in your carriage. So this will be your approach location in X for tool 0. So you go back to this X coordinates here, 16. You take the coordinates, so you will go to your tool 0 now, CFG, and you put the drop off location as 16 down here. So variable drop off location X will be 16. So you save that as well. Now you will need to cycle your carriage further down in Y until this dowel, you eyeball it so that it aligns with the hole on the dock down here. So you move it in Y. So in your case, you can move it back. If you have the tool in the back, you can move it back. So you need to eyeball it. So let's check what is my location down here. It is 8.5. So you move it in Y slowly until you see that this dowel is aligned with the dowel on the with the hole, until you see that this dowel is aligned with the hole on the dog. So you try to move it in some more, and ensuring that your tool almost touch the dog extrusion down here. So if you check down here, you can see that the dowel is almost aligned with the hole down here. So mine is let's say for example, mine is let me check. Mine is 100 minus 8.5. So mine will be at y 8.5. So let's say you get it to 9 and then 8.5. So this is mine. My location is 8.5, whereby the dowel pins here is aligned exactly at the hole. Okay, this is just an eyeball. So once you get this location in y 8.5, what you need to do next is you go to your BTC variables just now, your approach location in y. You need to subtract that amount from this amount. So you have 8.5 just now. So what you do is 100 minus 8.5, you will get 91.5. Since it's moving backwards down, you need to subtract 91.5. So it's moving down. So here your pickup move y will be minus 91.5, because it will move down 91.5 to the dog location in y. For your case, it will be plus 91.5 if you have the tools at the back. So it will move forward in y, so it will plus 91.5. For me, since it will move back 91.5, so you have to put in minus 91.5 down here for both tool pickup move y and tool drop off move y. Both you put the same value. So my case will be 91.5. If you have the tools at the back, it will be 90.5. Alright, so you go ahead and save that, and then you can close this file. Now you need to move the X slowly by one increment till the tool is flush with the dog. Move in X this way. So if your tool is at the back, your move in X will be this way, to the right. Since my tool is at the front, my move in X will be to the left, to dog. So I will move this in X slowly, 1, 2, until it is flush. And normally the move is about 10 mm. So the move should be roughly about 10 mm. So if your case, it will move to the right about 10 mm, so that it is flush with the dog down here. So once you see that it is flush with the dog down here, or in your case at the back, now you need to check this coordinate in X here in Klipper, which is 6. So you go to your BTC variables, BTC variables. So your tool drop off move will be, for me, since it's moving to the left, it will be minus 10. If yours is at the back, it will be plus 10, because you move to the right. So yours will be 10 here, not minus 10, 10. For me, since the tool is at the front, it will be minus 10. And for the pickup move, you just reverse this number. So let's say you have 10 down here. For pickup move, you will put minus 10. If you have minus 10 down here, for my case, for the pickup move, you will put a plus 10. But why I put the pickup move as 11? Because I want it to pick up a bit more clear in the dog. So I just put the pickup move to be moving to the right in 11 mm instead of 10. It can be 10 as well, doesn't matter. But I just want it to be safe, not to get caught or something inside at the dog. So I just put the pickup move as 11. So for your case at the back, your pickup move will be minus 11 if you want an additional extra 1 mm move. But if you don't want, you can just put it as minus 10, draw off as plus 10, and pick up as minus 10. So for my case, the dogs is in front, so my draw off is minus 10 and my pickup will be plus 10. So it doesn't matter. So you put it as that. So once you done that, you click save. you click save and you close the file. Now you can move maybe by 50 mm your carriage back. So you can move your carriage back by 50 mm. So as you can see, it has disengaged the carriage from the tool head. So if yours is at the back, it will move to the front 50 mm right after it draw off. So it will disengage. So now you can do the same thing. You can move forward in you can move forward in Y 50 mm just to engage it on the dock, and then you can move 10 in your X, and then you can move back 50 mm in your Y, and you can see that it has picked up your tool. So you can see again is how this is how it does the tool change. Right? Okay, since you have already done that, all this, what you can do now is, if you have a second tool, now you can move your carriage to your second tool position down here. Move the carriage down here and check the X location as well, where it will engage the tool on the dock. But since we are going to do just the guide for this single tool, so this has actually finished up your tool. So let's say we just get back this tool, pick up here. So once you have done all that, you can move back your tool head and you can do a save and restart down here. Since you have put all the coordinates, you can for the tool 0, so you can basically just do the save and restart. So I'm going to do a save and restart down here. Let's say I did a save and restart. So all your coordinates is inside already for this tool 0. So you can basically do a draw off or a pickup of tool 0 now that everything has been done. So I've already done a save and restart. So we're going to do the tool draw off and pick up again. So what we're going to do here is we're going to home all again, like how you would do initially. Since everything has been saved and restart, you will need to do the homing. So my printer will do the homing now, and we're going to test out the tool draw off and the tool pickup since we already entered all the coordinates. All right, so we'll let it finish do the homing first. Okay, so now, remember that your dock will be fixed is if you are not using dock slide. So this is just because I have dock slide, so my docks is parked at the top right now. Okay, so what you can do is you go to the BTC here, the BTC macros. You can put a tool draw off, because we're going to try to do a tool draw off and pick up of T0. So we're going to tool draw off tool number 0. All right, so you just click here, it should do a draw off of T0. All right, so you can see that it has done the draw off of T0, and because I'm using dock slide, it automatically move back to its park position. Yours will be of course fixed at the bottom, either in front or at the back, so ignore the dock slide movement. Yeah, so now since it has already draw off T0, now you want to pick up tool 0, so we were going to do a tool pickup tool number 0. When you send, it will do the pickup of T0 down here. Yeah, so you can see the status LED changing as well. Once it draw off, it will change to red. After it pick up, it will change to green. So we do a test again. The tool draw off of tool number 0 here, you will see that it changed to red after you draw off, and once you pick up again tool 0, it will change to green after it has picked up. So that's basically it for part 2 of this guide. Sorry if it's been a long video, and if you don't understand any part of it, do ask in Discord, guys. I'm always available in Discord, so I'll be more than willing to help if you have any questions at all regarding anything. And recently there's a few guys starting to build out a printer. We are already at our 6th serial for Linux. So it's been there's a few guys who already done Linux. So we'll be more than helpful to help you all if you want to build anything on your printer, build Linux, or even if let me also tell you that even if you are using any other tool changer, not Linux, okay, let's say you are using any other tool changer, but you are using our Btc Klipper macros instead of the tool changer plugin, we may be able to help you because Btc Klipper and Linux are built by us from the ground up, so we know exactly what the macros work. We know exactly how the macros work. So if you are using other tool changer for Btc other tool changer but using Btc Klipper, you can also ask them in our Discord. We'll be more than glad to help you. And if you are using Linux tool changer with other Klipper uh, tool changer plugin, we might not be able to help you with that because we are not familiar with any plugins for tool changer. So, but anything regarding Linux, we definitely will be able to help you. Anything regarding Btc Klipper, we will be able to help you. And anything regarding Docslide as well, we will be able to help you. So do join the Discord if you have any questions or if you don't know what else to do with it. We'll be more than glad to help. And next maybe I will do the guide on dog slide, how it homes everything. So I will do the dog slide on the guide or for the dog slide. For the nudge, I already add in one video previously how I do the nudge, so I don't think I need to add that. But for the dog slide, yes, I will do a guide video on how to set up the deploy position, the park position, everything. Right, so hope this guide has been helpful to you. If you don't understand at all, I know sometimes how I speak some people might not understand, but basically that's it. For the now, you can try to do a bash tool change if you want to just do a tool change for T0. So you will do a tool change and then go back to the center, do a tool change, go back. You can do a bash tool change 100 times just to make sure that all your tool drop off and pick up are working correctly. All right, so I see you guys in another video. Right now I'm finishing the project for my ender wire, whereby I'm putting dog slide on the ender wire as well. 3 tool changer for bed slingers. So I'm going to finish them up, and so catch you guys in the next video. All right, see you.